This part covers construction, working principle, switching table, and output waveform for 5-level diode clamp multi-level inverter. Let us first of all find out number of components and types of components required to construct 5-level DCMLI. The circuit represents one pole diagram. This one pole can produce only half cycle of the complete AC output signal. Using the generalized expression, let us find out number of components required. 5-level inverter leg requires. Substitute M is equal to 5 into these expressions. We get number of different types of components required to construct circuit. So for capacitors, M is equal to 5, 5 minus 1, 4 DC biasing capacitors are required. So in the circuit diagram at the input side, you can see that 4 capacitors having equal ratings are connected in series fashion across the DC supply C1, C2, C3 and C4. For switching devices, substitute M is equal to 5. So 2 into 5 minus 1, which is 4. 4 multiplied by 2, that is equal to 8 switching devices. You can see in the circuit diagram that SA1, SA2, SA3 and SA4. 4 switches in the upper half portion and SA1 dash to SA4 dash. 4 switches are in the lower half portion. Each device has one diode. This diode is known as the main diode, and main diodes are connected in anti-parallel with the switching devices. As far as the number of clamping diode is concerned, we have to use this expression. Substitute M is equal to 5. 5 minus 1, answer is 4. And here 5 minus 2, answer is 3. So 4 multiplied by 3, that is equal to 12. 12 clamping diodes required to construct 5-level diode clamp multi-level inverter. But when you observe the circuit diagram, it has only 6 clamping diodes. DA1 to DA3 in the upper half portion and DA1 dash to DA3 dash in the lower half portion. To reduce the number of component as well as to reduce the complexity of the circuit, we can use 6 diodes instead of 12 diodes in the construction of this 5-level diode clamp multi-level inverter. We will also see that what may be the drawbacks of using lesser number of diodes instead of the diodes required as per expression. The 4 series connected capacitors at the input side produces 5 nodes. The first node V1 with magnitude 0, second node V2 with magnitude VDC by 4, third node V3 with magnitude VDC divided by 2, fourth node V4 with magnitude 3 VDC by 4, and at last node V5 with magnitude is equal to VDC. As I said earlier that ratings of each of these capacitor are same. So the voltage distribution across each capacitor is same. The complete DC voltage gets divided into 4 equal parts. The first part appears across C1, second across C2, third across C3 and fourth across C4. Now let us understand how to produce this kind of waveform using this single pole of 5-level diode clamp multi-level inverter. So with the help of switching table, where the first column is the output voltage that represents the magnitude of level, and subsequent columns are for the switches where you can see the state of the switch. In the switching table, 1 represents the switch is in the on state condition and 0 represents the switch is in the off state condition. In the circuit, we have total 8 controlled switches. So here you can see there are total 8 columns for the switches. Output voltage is taken between these two terminals. The first one is over here and the second is over here. So this terminal behaves as a common between input and output. To synthesize the shape of the output nearer to the sinusoidal signal, we must begin the cycle with the lower magnitude, and gradually the magnitude should increase, and after reaching at the peak value the magnitude should reduce towards the zero value. By keeping the switching table and waveform in mind, let us begin to produce the half cycle of AC output signal. So to produce the first level V1 with magnitude is equal to 0, the states of the switches should be like this. SA1 to SA4 should remain in the off state condition, and SA1 dash to SA4 dash, all the lower half switches should be in the on state condition. Because of that, the upper terminal of output side gets connected to the first node V1. So we get output voltage is equal to 0. We get this magnitude till this moment. At this instant we are going to jump from first level to the second level. So to produce the second level, what should be the states of the switches? So as shown in the switching table, the SA4 would be turned on and SA4 dash would be turned off, right? Because of that, as the SA4 is triggered, the diode DA3 comes into the forward bias condition. Hence, V2 node gets connected to the upper terminal of output through DA3 and SA4, and the lower terminal, which is common between input and output. So we can say that capacitor C4 appears across the output terminals, and voltage drop across one capacitor is equal to VDC by 4. So output voltage is equal to VDC by 4. Till the time we keep the switches in this position, we get output voltage is equal to VDC by 4, that is the second level. But at this instant, the switching state would be changed to go from second level to the third level, and for that, as per the switching table, SA3 switch would be turned on and SA3 dash switch would be turned off. So two switches from the upper half portion and two switches from the lower half portion are in the on state condition. So as SA3 is triggered, diode DA2 comes into the forward bias condition, and hence V3 node gets connected to the upper terminal of output through this DA2, SA3 and SA4. So we can say that capacitor C3 and capacitor C4, these two series connected capacitor would appear across the output terminal. Hence, voltage across output terminal is equal to VDC by 4 plus VDC by 4, that is equal to VDC by 2, and this level we get in the waveform. After some amount of time, at this instant, to go from third level to the fourth level, we have to change the states of the switches. And as mentioned in the switching table, to produce fourth level with magnitude 3 VDC by 4, the SA2 switch would be turned on and SA2 dash switch would be turned off. As the SA2 is triggered, DA1 comes into the forward bias condition. Hence, V4 node gets connected to the upper terminal of output through DA1, SA2, SA3 and SA4. This time, these three series connected capacitors would appear across the output terminal. So VDC by 4 plus VDC by 4 plus VDC by 4 is equal to 3 VDC by 4 amount of magnitude appears across the output voltage, and we get fourth level. And at this instant, to go from the fourth level to the fifth level, the states of the switches should be changed. And as per the switching table, you can see that all upper half switches are turned on and all the lower half switches are kept off. Because of that, the node V5 gets connected to the output terminal through this SA1, SA2, SA3 and SA4, whereas the second output terminal, which is common between input and output, so we can say the total VDC supply appears across the output terminal. So VAO is equal to VDC. This is how we can produce 5 level signal across the output terminal. We have just reached at the peak value. Now to complete the half cycle, we have to reduce the magnitude step by step from maximum value towards the zero magnitude. And that can be done by executing the switching table in the reverse manner. So from VDC to 3 VDC by 4, and after some amount of time from 3 VDC by 4 to VDC by 2, and after some amount of time VDC by 2 to VDC by 4, and at last 0. That means jumping from V5 to V4, V4 to V3, V3 to V2, and at last V1. And this is how we can complete the half wave of AC output signal. To produce the full wave AC signal across the output terminal, we need two poles. So let us see the diagram for single phase 5 level DCMLI. As I said that we need two poles. The first pole is referred as leg A and the second pole is referred as leg B. Input is common to leg A as well as leg B. Even biasing capacitors are common for leg A and leg B. Output of this DCMLI is taken between these two terminals, which are the center point of each leg respectively. By operating one leg at a time, we can have half cycle from the one leg, and combining these two half cycles we get complete cycle. So during the positive half cycle, the leg A is operated as per the switching table shown in the previous slide. During that time period, the leg B is in inactive mode, but once the half cycle gets over, the leg A would go into inactive state and leg B will be in active mode. To produce the negative half cycle by the leg B, the leg B refers the same switching table as leg A. The difference is only the phase delay of half cycle. So using this 5 level DCMLI, we can have single phase AC signal across its output terminal.